When Myra was 7, she drew a door. It was on the back page of her math notebook, and it wasn't a very good drawing. The lines were wobbly, the knob was too high, and the whole thing leaned sideways. Around it, she doodled stars, a crooked cat, and a sun with way too many rays. She couldn't remember why she drew it, only that she felt certain it led somewhere important. Years went by. The notebook got stuffed into a box labeled old school stuff, then into another box, and finally disappeared into the soft forgetting of adulthood. Myra grew up. She moved to the city, learned how to file emails, and got really good at swallowing disappointment. She stopped drawing completely. One afternoon, Myra returned to her grandmother's house to pack up the last of her things before it was sold. Dust motes danced in the fading light, and the empty rooms echoed with a strange silence. In the attic, she found the boxes. As she lifted one, it split open, spilling old papers across the floor. And there it was, the notebook. It had fallen open to the very last page. To the door. Myra laughed softly. "You really thought this would take you somewhere, didn't you?" she said to her 7-year-old self. She traced the old pencil lines with her finger, and then the whole attic shuddered. The air grew warm. The drawing on the page darkened, its lines sharpening, its shadows deepening. Before she could react, the paper softened under her touch, turning into something that felt like painted wood. The tiny knob turned, the door swung open. Beyond it stretched a place that felt half-remembered. A meadow of chalky grass lay under a lavender sky. The sun with too many rays hung there, just as she had drawn it. A crooked cat sat on a fence, its tail flicking. "You're late," the cat said. Myra, stunned, stepped through. The door vanished behind her with a sound like a notebook snapping shut. Panic flared for a second, but the world itself felt gentle. It felt like it recognized her. The stars she had scribbled floated lazily in the daytime sky, arranging themselves into constellations she used to invent. "This is impossible," Myra whispered. "Forgotten things rarely stay gone," said the cat. "They wait." As she walked, Myra saw more of her childhood scattered across the land. A river that bent in impossible angles, just like the one she could never draw right. Trees with doors in their trunks. A hill shaped like a sleeping giant. At the center of the meadow stood a little girl. She was 7 years old, with paint on her fingers and Myra's own eyes. She sat on the ground, drawing in the dirt with a stick. "You came back," the girl said without looking up. "I didn't mean to leave," Myra replied, her voice breaking. The girl just shrugged. "Everyone does." Myra knelt beside her. "Is this you?" The girl finally looked up and smiled. "I'm the part of you that stayed." Just then, the lavender sky began to dim. Cracks appeared in the ground, and the chalky grass started flaking away. The cat leaped down from the fence, suddenly serious. "This place needs you," it said. "Or it will fade completely," and Myra understood. She had stopped imagining, stopped believing her own thoughts mattered unless they were useful or productive. This entire world was built from her attention, and now it was starving. "I don't know how to stay," she said, her voice filled with despair. "You don't have to," the little girl replied, standing up. "Just remember us." She handed Myra the stick. Myra took it and she began to draw. It felt awkward at first, but then something shifted. Her hand moved more freely. She drew vibrant color back into the sky and strength into the ground. The cracks sealed shut, the world steadied. When she looked up, the girl and the cat were smiling at her. In a rush of dust and light, the attic returned. The notebook lay closed at her feet, just an ordinary notebook once more. But that night, Myra went out and bought a brand new sketchbook. She started to draw again. Not doors this time, but anything and everything that asked to be seen. And sometimes, when her pencil would hesitate, she'd feel a strange warmth in her hand, as if a forgotten world was breathing easier, becoming real again, one remembered line at a time. Thanks for watching.